and they don't even count this as given the vital role they play, they're still not considered an essential service.
In some areas of the country, yes, that's absolutely correct.
Can I ask a somewhat difficult question? You don't have to answer it, but I'm gonna just be remiss if I don't ask it. Would you, first off, answer, would you, is it okay if I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay. Would you say this is aligned with one party or another politically, or is this kind of just depending on the region and has no affiliation?
I don't you can't lay it at the feet of any one
Okay.
political party. I think a lot of times, and I use the fire service as an example. Everybody loves firefighters.
Yeah.
Um, you know, law enforcement, not everybody's crazy.
Yeah.
EMS, people love EMS. Um, and so I can't really say that one side of the aisle or the other is to blame for this. I think it really depends on the locality. And it's like Tip O'Neill used to say, all politics is local. Well, that's absolutely true in this case, because you may have one area where the provision of fire and EMS services is a top priority and it's got bipartisan support. And you may have another area where, while the issue has bipartisan support, the funding simply isn't there. So then it becomes an issue of, well, how do we fund this? Some states tack on an additional amount of money to your vehicle registration to help with that. Others will tack it on to moving violations. And so there are some opportunities, there are some states that leverage that. But you do have some areas of the country where that just is not
So,
not the case.
and based on what you just said, first of all, thank you for answering that question because I know a lot of people are going to be probably wondering, and coming from somebody that has the level of expertise you have, very it's great to have your insight on it. And but based on what you just told me, my take is that it's then poor, it's mismanagement. Is wouldn't you say it's these different areas that have, is it mismanagement or mismanagement of priorities at the, like, the maybe, I don't know, the governor level, or would you say it's
Well, I think it depends on the area, and I've worked with folks who are in very, very rural areas where the decision is, do we pay for trash pickup or do we fund the ambulance service? So I don't think it's mismanagement.